Not all the grannies are really bad. There's some nice ones. I remember one time I was back and I was helping Apple Pie Granny cross the street. Now, Apple Pie Granny, she's the one that, sweet as honey. She's always baking you something, but she kind of has a slight case of dementia. So I'm helping her cross the street, and she looks up at me, and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Clooney, thank you for taking time out of your busy movie schedule to help me cross the street, dear." Now, granted, I was wearing a tuxedo, and I was on my way to Cub Scouts, and I wanted to make a good impression. But I was no Clooney back then. I was more like Paul Blart, the mall cop. And I still kind of look like that today, but we won't go there. So anyway, I'm enjoying my conversation with Apple Pie Granny. When out of the corner of my eye, I see this car barreling right towards us. And it was Disgruntled Granny's evil twin, Bingo Granny. Now, this type, she's the one that's driving like this. If I don't get to the church hall before Marge does, she'll be the ball spinner. And every time she spins the balls, I never get bingo. I actually had a buddy growing up, his grandmother was just like Bingo Granny. She would hate it when the neighborhood kids will leave their cars out or their toys out all over the street. She'd be driving down the road and it became like an evil obstacle course for her. She'd go, poof, take out a Transformer, poof, take out a G.I. Joe, poof, take out a Malibu Barbie, and Ken. One day, this is so hard for me to talk about, but one day she took out the entire Justice League. No one was spared. It was a dark day. May they rest in peace. So anyway, she's coming right towards us. And I kick over Apple Pie Granny, knock her off her walker, and I'm like, "Hey, slow down, B-15. You'll be here someday and I'll be waiting." That's supposed to be for Bingo Granny, but that went right over your head. It's okay. Anyway, but she did have a cool car, though. She did have one of those 1969, 1970 Dodge Chargers. Remember that show, The Dukes of Hazzard, the General Lee? She had a car just like that, and I think she even had the doors welded shut, because every time I'd see her getting in the morning to start, she'd like dive in through the front window. So that was a pretty hot car. But